Hello guys, this morning we're going to be learning about fractions on a number line. This is page 595 in your book. I'm going to walk you through 595 and 596, and then you can do the next page on your own. If you need help, just let us know through Messenger or email. So on page 595, it says to represent the fractions 1/3, 2/3, and 3/3 on a number line. It wants you to start over on the left at 0, right here, and then place a fraction tile 1/3 above the number line. So it's talking about this piece right here, this tile. That will cover 1/3. So trace that and shade it in. Then up here, what fraction does the shaded area represent? If you shade from here over to here, you have shaded 1/3 of the whole line. Number 2 says to place a second and a third 1/3 tile above the number line. So it's like you're shading in this amount and then shade in this amount. Trace those two tiles and shade them in. So now, what fraction do the first two shaded areas represent together? So if you go through this shaded area and this shaded area, they represent 2/3 on the number line. What fraction do all three shaded areas represent? Well, if you go from here to here, that's 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. So this would be 3/3. How many parts does each fraction represent? 1/3 is 1 part. 2/3 is 2 parts. Sorry guys, I'm doing this with my mouse. 3/3 is 3 parts. But you can also see up here that it's the same as 1 whole. On the next page, on page 596, it says locate the fractions 1/3 and 2/3 on the number line. One endpoint of the fraction tile that represents 1/3 is at the 0. It's right here. Make a tick mark on the number line to show the other endpoint. So go like this. And then label that fraction. That represents 1/3. Good job. Now one endpoint of the two fraction tiles that represents 2/3 is also at 0. But now we're going to make a tick mark on the number line to show the other endpoint for 2/3. So 1, 2 would be right here, and then we're going to write 2/3. The last tick point would go right here and be 3/3. So, where would you place the tick mark for the fraction 3/3? Explain. We would place it over the large 1 at the other end of our number line. Sam is making a number line and wants to mark a point for 3/4 on the number line. How many parts should he divide the number line into if he wants to label 3/4? Yep, that's it. 4 parts. and then he'll count over from 0 to 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and that's where he'll put his tick mark and he'll label it 3/4. Oh, I need to hit clear. Suppose that Lisa makes a number line from 0 to 1. Then she divides the number line into 8 parts. Let's just do that. Let's make this line our number line. This would be 0. Over here would be 1. Now it wants us to divide this into 8 parts. So when we're doing 8, we can cut things in half. So I'm going to cut it in half. There's 1. I have 2 parts now. I'm going to cut those parts in half. Now I've doubled my parts and I have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not enough because I need 8. So now I'm going to cut those in half because if I double 4, then I'll have 8. Now, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What 7 fractions will she place at each tick mark between 0 and 1? Well, let's just write them. We're going to write 1/8, that's one of the fractions, 2/8, 3/8. It's a lot easier when I can just write on my screen with my finger, huh? 4/8, which remember is also halfway. 4 is half of 8. 5/8, 6/8, sorry, getting a little sloppy, and 7/8. We're not going to label the 8/8 right now because the question says what 7 fractions will be between the 0 and the 1. Okay, thank you. I hope that helps you understand a little bit better. You guys can go ahead and practice on the next page. Good luck. Let us know if you have any questions.